digging the foundation for fencing. As we speak right now, they are going ahead to dig foundation to start fencing the place. Meaning the strategy is to first to fence them in, like you have blocked them in, they can't go in out, and then they carry out what is sincerely speaking, this should not happen in Nigeria.
But Commissioner, has the Navy responded to you in any way?
They have actually not. They have not. They have not. And I'm sure, the House Committee Chairman on FCT said, he told me he has written them also, inviting them on this matter. And so, the way we operate, if I have forwarded the matter to the authority concerned and they are acting on it, and he said he has invited them, we're waiting. But I want to reiterate that something very quickly, urgently needs to be done, especially by the FCT minister, to address this matter.
Interesting. I would try and get the picture from him so that we can also put it out for you to see what we're talking about. Of course, the Navy is also a very prestigious organization, well respected, and one would also wait to hear what their own response is and how they went about their own. Was it a purchase that was done in maybe previous administration or another administration? But where are we on the issue right now? Is there any conversation with the FCT minister on this, from the Navy to the FCT minister?
Effizy, I think I need to add this. The point is, even if they have allocation of that place, for instance, that's not the way to go. You can't just go and displace people. Have they paid their compensation? Have they resettled them? Because these are our citizens. There is no way they should be treated as though they are foreigners, as though they are refugees in their own land. You can't just go and tell people, pack your things and go. And go to where? It's not done anywhere. When you displace people irrationally, you displace people without following the laid-down procedure, you're going to have serious crisis on your hand. Because these people will become a liability and a problem to government again. So that's why in the wisdom of federal government, there are laid-down procedures that you need to follow before taking over any land. But the worst is, the minister of FCT have said time without number that they do not have an allocation. Let them come forward with it. Because in that public investigative hearing by the National Assembly, and also the meeting held in the office of the Vice President then, Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, all these two, the minister was there with his document, and he presented and said they do not have an allocation. FCT have not given them allocation in that place. That the place is not meant for military formation. They have a place for them around Kwali. That was minister's presentation. It's not my words. So if at any point they have decided to maybe now give them the allocation, let them still come out to say, oh, no, we have given them the allocation. And this is not the first time government is giving allocation to government institution. This is not the first time. But there is usually a laid-down procedure before ejecting these people. You cannot just come, plant signposts and ask them to pack their things and leave to where? Yes, that's why you have resettlement and compensation department. I reiterate. That's why you have that in the wisdom of government. So you don't operate as though, high-handedness and with so much impunity. No. There should be led, and that's why the commission is insisting that the right thing must be done.
Honorable Commissioner, let's talk about cost of living in Abuja right now. It's a very huge conversation. I mean, when somebody had seen the poster, one would just imagine someone reach out to me to say, what do you want to talk to the commissioner on? Is it transport? Is it food? Is it accommodation? Is it what people will wear? Is it water? Let me give you a brief, Commissioner, from yesterday. Yesterday on the show, we had issues around the cost of selling a bag of sachet water, which is popularly known as pure water. Yesterday in Buhari Area Council, where one of the callers called from, she bought a bag of pure water for 500. Someone bought for 700. Another person said he bought for 400. Someone from Suleja said, oh no, you people should come to Suleja and buy a big truck because we sell for 200. Someone reached out all the way from Kaduna to say he bought for 200 naira. What is really going on? Because again, on your own press briefing, your press release, I heard you also speak about the dollar, and one would also wonder, what is the relationship with the dollar and commodities that we have in our country? For example, what does the dollar has to do with the woman who is selling gari in the market, or the person selling tomato or pepper, or the person selling bag of pure water? What is the relationship between the United States currency in Nigeria with the cost of commodity?
Again, in that press conference, which you actually talked about, we came up as a commission, came up with some other solutions, because we are a solution-driven commission. We really don't bother so much on the problem and be lamenting about it. What we concern ourselves with is to provide solution to solve problems. That's why you have Public Complaints Commission. It's the conscience of government, and in the wisdom of government, we are like watchdog, and we should always come out with issues that will help government in resolving a lot of matter as they unfold. You see, this issue of cost of living, that's why I bothered myself so much with issue of regulations. Yeah, but government policy, economy policy, and all of that is what I'm really not interested in diving into. But what we are interested to solve the immediate problem that we have at hand is for us to actually have government regulating certain things. There is no government in the entire world that people do things the way they want. There is no government, there is no country that you will leave people to just decide on what they feel it should be. That's why you have government in place to regulate and monitor and checkmate activities of persons. I tell you for free, Effizy, human beings, especially Africans, we are naturally greedy. People are greedy to a point that if you allow them the opportunity, they can suffocate the other person for them to live. When you have a situation where people arbitrarily fix price of commodity, then you're going to have problem. There should be some form of regulation. That's what we're saying. How, just like you said in my press conference, I asked a pertinent question. How is dollar rise affecting the transport from Nyanya to Garki, for instance? How is it affecting the price of tomato? How is it affecting the gari and the water, table water you are buying? How is the rise of dollar affecting what we produce right here in the country? Somebody made a comedy, but it's so real that when you go to a shop and you price a commodity to buy and you agree on the price, and you see the shop owner picking his phone to answer call, that he should do everything possible to stop him from answering the call. Just pay and pick the goods.
Because it might be
there may be. See what they do now. Just like you said, the person in Kaduna put a call through his business brother or colleague in Abuja. Oh boy, how much now they sell cement now? In Abuja, cement is now 10,000. No. Whereas in Kaduna, cement is still 5,000. Oh, now 10,000. The next day, he goes to fix the price to 10,000 without having any indices that inform the increase of price of that same commodity in where he is. And this we see happening, festering with other essential commodities. And we are saying as a commission, we have Consumer Protection Board, for instance. We have what we call Federal Pricing Regulatory Board. Check the act. What are they supposed to do? The act, the constitution have given them the mandate to regulate and control price. And in the wisdom of government, until and unless this is done, people will arbitrarily fix price to a point that you're going to have serious crisis on your hand, just like we're having now. Because when you say high cost of living, people are complaining, calling Mr. President, that I keep saying, and you have agent of government that is supposed to take care of this. Take, for instance, Effizy. The act to empowers them to pick an essential commodity, a popular one, for instance, like rice. Let me use rice as a point of point. That they should pick, if they pick an essential commodity, a popular one like rice, and then check the cost of production. How much will it cost you to produce a bag of rice? Putting side by side the new amount of fuel, the cost of transportation.
Honorable Commissioner, let me hold you on there. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with you.
This is Nigeria Info.
Our people say, now who they are like?
Audio Jungle.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 This is Nigeria Info.
Hello,
Yes, good morning to you.
the billionaire.
Yes, sir.
My name is King.
King, you're welcome. Let's talk.
The conversation has been getting interesting from the land, the natives, and then now to the price of goods. So I've been enjoying the conversation. But why I actually called is because of the man seated there. I must commend him.
Okay.
Like I will ask him straight up that me, I like to be his friend, because he's a good man, and I like to be good. So I want to be associating with good people like that too. I must commend him. Well done, sir. I'm so proud of you. I don't know you. I think I'm trying to pick one of your names, but I had the introduction. Effizy, well done. Good job.
Thank you. He's the Honorable Commissioner, Public Complaint Commission for FCT. Honorable Ezekiel.
The commissioner, right?
Yes.
Okay, please, Effizy, if he doesn't mind, give him my number. I like to be his friend.
It's
problem.
okay.
If he doesn't mind, well done, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, let's go here. Is there any call on WhatsApp that I see? I see some call coming in here. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, and to your guest on your studio.
Good, thank
Please,
you.
I would like to remain anonymous. Yes,
Okay.
I would like to remain anonymous.
Okay.
Yeah. To your second conversation about price regulation.
Yes.
Most of us have had the experience of living abroad, studying and living abroad. It is not just to talk and to establish price regulatory agency, and they will be in the office without actually moving around, go to the market and to the malls to actually checkmate whatever decision they have made. Abroad, people go, they move around to malls, they move around to markets to check the prices of the products that are being sold in the market. Before they close that very mall, or before they ask them to remove those very products from the shelf, they check, they move around, secretly they go, they disguise and go to the market and go to the malls to checkmate the prices. Now in Nigeria, so such things are not being found. They have price regulatory agency, they sit in the office, they make their decisions in the office, but they will not go down to market, they will not go down to the malls to actually checkmate what is going on. If they do that, you know that they will now put in practice that decision they are making. The prices will not be going up, just anyhow. So my advice to them is that they should not just sit in the office. If they make decisions, they should send their foot soldiers to the marketplaces, to the malls, so that they will do what? They will checkmate the prices and bring down those things from the shelf, the products that are of high price, bring it down from the shelf. Consistently, they do it. It can be in the afternoon. Every day they go around and check. That is why they are what? They are called workers. They are paid for it. But in Nigeria, they pay for it and they sit down in their offices without even going to the malls, without even doing their job, and every month they receive their salary. So please, I would encourage him to tell these people to move around, and it will benefit Nigerians more. Thank you, and continue your deliberation.
All right. Thank you. Let's see if we have another one before we get back to talking with the Honorable Commissioner. Okay, none that I see in sight. Commissioner, where do we stand right now? I mean, seeing that there is even an act that supports this. I also see that the FCCPC some days ago, went to a popular store that you also know. To seal it up. But after a while, we also heard it has been opened. One do not also know what conversation went there, whether they've reduced their price and all of that. But where should we get to with all of these things?
Just like the last caller said, that's what the commission is pushing, that these government agents should please do their job, because they are being paid with taxpayers' money. If everybody will do their job, I assure you for free, we won't be where we are today. Because if people, just like you said, they moved to Sahasto the last time. So what stops them from moving ahead? You have a lot of people, even this issue of holding goods. By the time you have a price tag on commodity, for instance, if you agree that rice should be sold for this amount of money, people who are stacking rice, holding them, they will all bring it out to sell. Because you are not waiting to have any gain aside what you can't go to Lagos to sell it differently for what is being sold in Abuja. So they will on their own bring them out to sell. Once there is a unified price control, just like I said, it's not for government to stiffen or go to muzzle people who are producing that you must sell this by force. No, the act is clear that they will put into consideration what will cost them to produce A goods or B goods, and then come up with a unified moderate price. Until and unless that, so what we are calling the agents of government that are responsible for this is to simply do their job and assist Mr. President, so that this name calling of Mr. President, this, that
would reduce.
Would reduce at least. Let people do their job.
Let's take this one. Hello, good morning to you.
Morning.
Yes.
The billionaire.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. My name is Effizy.
Okay.
Yes. The commissioner is doing a very nice job.
Thank you, my brother.
By his position in terms of the people of FCT, not just the junior people. And I think I commend them for standing by the people.
Thank you.
On the issue of the land around the airport,
Yes, sir.
just to separate that in the position of the various units in the past. And nobody should just come up one day and come and scare the villagers that they have to have a place to be demolished. I think nobody, the minister should not allow that. Then on the issue of the cost of living, the cost of the hyperinflation that we're having on a daily basis, the manufacturers and the businessmen doing sharp practices are just that the comfort of their stores and just increase prices at will. In fact, there is something that the governor of Nasarawa State had done. He had a meeting with the Marketers Association of the state, and the chairman and his executives are going around the local government to have interaction with the various businessmen at the local level, to interact with them, to tell them that this the reason why they shouldn't hoard some of these goods, because it is the hoarding. There's a particular question you asked him about the woman who produces tomato or whatever behind her feet.
Yes.
And now the same woman is increasing the price of produce of what she produced locally. What has dollar has to do with it? So long as this hoarding is allowed to continue, that same woman or the same man who produces something behind his back has to do it, because today, if a carton of Indomie, which was 10, 11,000, is now 20,000 naira.
23
So
in some places.
The man who produces something behind his back door, backyard, if he doesn't increase his own price, how does he purchase the Indomie that has gone up? It is just the effect of the inflation that is affecting everything. So I call on the commission, the Dalhatu that is doing this night job, Consumer Protection Council, and the FCT minister to interact with the various marketing association of FCT, so that you can go to the various warehouses and bring this goods out, so that the price can come down just like it has been done in other states.
All right.
I think that it was supposed to be done.
Okay. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you, my brother.
Right.
Thank you very much for your take there. Let's go to WhatsApp and see, is there any message waiting for us there? And this person says, the billionaire, good morning. Please tell Honorable Commissioner that there is what we call replacement cost in business. If I buy a product at 10 naira and in 3 months to replace the same product, I will need 30 naira to replace it. It cannot sell my old product at 12 naira. This will mean capital depreciation on me. Leo from Kubwa is trying to defend why they should be increased. Good morning, Sir L, the billionaire. Thank you for crying aloud for us living at Buhari Area Council. Sir L, pure water has been sold for 400, 500 per bag. Where are we heading to? Pure water should not be sold more than 200 naira. Please, Commissioner, please thank Commissioner. Thank you. You understand the problem. Do something quickly to stop this wicked and ugly. The right time to do so.
Yeah, first is they have the constitutional mandate or freedom to express themselves in any form. But what is important is to do it in a way that it won't be hijacked or escalated to be another thing different, where the citizens they are are trying to protect or fight for will bear the brunt of more severe hardship and all of that as a result. So that they are coming out to ventilate what they feel, to me, it's okay, but let it be done within the purview of the law. That is it. So, but then, like I hear people say that the removal of subsidy is what has informed the hike in price and all of that. Yes. But then the question is, when you talk about regulations, you should be able to ask simple question. Now that you have removed subsidy and the fuel is sold at 700 or 600 and something, which naturally we know the price will increase because the amount of fuel have also increased. So, but how do you now convince yourself to say this pen or this bag of rice that I'm supposed to buy for 30,000 when there was fuel subsidy?
All right, let me hold you there.
This is a sponsored program.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.